Hello, so we're going to go over Unit 1, Lesson 6, the negative exponents. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to find the value of the expression 3 negative 4. So what you can do when you have a negative exponent is we can use that inverse operation, because all this is technically over 1. So we can do the inverse of that, which is going to give us 1 over 3 to the 4th. So we get rid of that negative. And now we can just work through the denominator here of 3 to the 4th. So that's going to be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So it's 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. And 27 times 3 is 81. So that's, we can substitute 81 then in for 3 to the 4th. So our answer is going to be 1 over 81. So now we're going to find the expression of 1 over 4 to the negative 3. So once again, we can actually do the inverse of this again. So we can flip this. So we're going to have 4 to the 3 all over 1, or we can just leave it as 4 to the 3. So now we just do 4 times 4 times 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So 64 is our answer for that one. Alright, so now if we have 3 over 3 negative 2. Okay, so if on this one here, if we leave the negative down here on the bottom, we can actually get this to equal 3. And then 3 to the negative 2 is actually 0.1 repeating, or we can say 1/9. So now if we just divide 3 by 1/9, we're going to get 27. So in this case, 27 is our answer. If we're asked to solve for w, when w minus 3 equals 1 over 64. So we know that we can do the inverse operation to get to that rid of that negative on that 3. So we can write this as 1 over w to the 3rd equals 1 over 64. So then we have to know what to the 3rd is going to give us 64. Alright, so what we can do here is you can actually take the cube root of 64, and that's going to give you that w is equal to 4. So if we had 3n, we know that's going to equal 1 over 81. We want to solve for n. The first thing that I would do is I would do the inverse on operation on that 3. Then we're going to have 1 over 3 to the negative n. So I know what 3 to that negative n is going to have to equal 81. But 81 is a negative number, so what we would have to look at is that most likely n is going to be some sort of negative number, so those negatives are going to cancel out. So I can think of what, or 3 to what power is going to give me 81. So if I go 3 times 3, that's going to give me 9, and that's like 3 squared. If I times that again by 3, that's going to give me 27, and that's like 3 cubed. And if I times by 3 again, I get 81, and that's 3 to the 4th. So here n must equal a negative 4. Alright, if you have any other questions of how to work with negative exponents, please let your homeroom teacher know so we can help you out there. Thank you so much.